Good day class, thank you very much for watching this video. So, itong video na po ito will be the last topic for our final examination. So, we're going to talk about arts and creative literacy. Yan. So, teachers must be creative in every aspect of their work because teaching involves both critical thinking and creativity, not just in delivering lessons, but in all areas of instruction. Isa sa mga kultura kasi sa CVSU class, yung palakihan talaga ng IM o instructional materials. Si teacher, tandaan natin, of course, given naman, diba, na si teacher kailangan well-groomed, magandang tingnan sa unahan, malinis, diba? But it is also important as well to take note na dapat yung mga ginagamit nating instructional materials ay maganda rin sa paningin, malinis at maayos. And to help students develop their creative potentials, educators should use a variety of teaching methods, classroom activities, and interactive strategies, such as yung ating mga interactive instructional materials. So, it's also important for the teachers to have strong understanding of creative literacy so they can evaluate both their own creativity of their student effectively. Creativity is a process of having original ideas that have value. Take note natin dyan. Creativity po ay original ideas. So, meron ko pong, meron ko pong naging tawag dito, naging basis, naging inspiration, pero you still need to create or produce or to change that inspiration into a new one. Moreover, creativity is the ability to see the world in new ways. Therefore, creative individuals exhibit the ability to switch between different modes of thinking to shift their mental focus that suggests a connection between creativity and dynamic interaction of brains of networks. Likewise, creativity is the act of turning the new imaginative ideas into reality. Henceforth, it is characterized by the ability to perceive the world in new ways, to find hidden patterns, to make connections between seemingly unrelated phenomena, and to generate solutions and involve into processes, thinking, and producing. So, ayan po yung dalawang importanteng keywords sa ating creativity. Sa creativity, hindi lang tayo nag-iisip lamang nagtithinking ng critically, di ba? We need to produce new and effective way or product, di ba? As such, creativity is a combinatorial force, the ability to tap into one's inner pool of resources such as knowledge, insight, information, and inspiration, and the fragments in the mind of to combine them in the extraordinary new ways. It is also the process of bringing something new into being that requires passion and commitment. Creativity begins with foundation of knowledge, learning a discipline and mastering way of teaching. It can be learned by experimenting, exploring, questioning assumptions, using imagination, and synthesizing information. Alam nyo, actually, may iba mga tao talaga. Labas kasi na-encounter, diba? Sabihin nila, hindi ako creative na tao Hindi ako creative na ganito, hindi ako maros na ganyan, diba? Actually, walang taong hindi creative. Creativity, hindi siya naboborn ka agad. Hindi ka naboborn with having that one. It can be mold. It can be practiced. Diba? It can be shaped. Just need to experiment, ayan nga po, explore, and of course, practice to be a creative teacher. And nung first year nga ako, di ba, pangat ko pangat talaga ako magsulat. But still, I am doing my best to be creative for my student, not just for my instructional materials, but of course, to the way that I'm teaching. Developing literacies of the arts and creativity in both design of physical learning environment, the emotional environment, scheduling, organization, and implementation of curriculum, instruction, the attention to body, and the brain. So, technically, itong arts and creativity literacy, hindi lamang po siya na-involved sa mga materials na ginagamit natin sa ating school. It is also applicable sa classroom itself. Paano mo aayusin yung mga upuan o yung mga bagay sa ng classroom na ito para maging effective siya tuwing kayo nagtuturo? Aside from that, the environment of the classroom itself. Paano mo siya gagawin na maging isang engaging, uplifting na environment ang iyong classroom. Therefore, teachers should be empowered in developing these literacies among students with the support of administrators, parents, and other stakeholders. So here are the 7 habits of a highly creative people. In this case, highly creative na teacher. Ayan, so Nyman, 2014, opined that if a person makes a habit of 7 practices, he or she will be highly creative in his or her field. Thus, this would help teachers attain highest possible level of creativity. First, preparing the ground. Creativity requires absurd mind and relaxed state and focus of attention by giving the self-sufficient time and space needed while letting others, the desire rather, to create from the pleasure of creative expression and inspiration. So, prepare the ground. So, tanong mo sa sarili mo, ready na ba ako? Okay na ba? Ang gagawin ko lahat? Kompleto na ba ang gagamitin ko? Ayan. Next, plant seeds for creativity. It is important to put attention on what you want to create, not on the complaints, and set attention to an intention to produce the desire of the result. So of course, ayan, set mo na yung goal mo kung anong gusto mong gawin para sa iyong gagawin, sa iyong instruction materials or sa iyong, of course, creative outputs. Live in question. Ask questions instead of trying to find immediate answer, and pay attention to the question that other people ask. Feed your brain. Get interested in something that later can provide you wisdom and ideas if you learn to make connections between people, places, and things that are not usually connected. Of course, be interactive sa inyo mga estudyante, no? Kailangan magaling kayo magtingin-tingin, i-relate itong bagay na ito, itong example na ito sa bagay na kaya maintindihan ng isang bata. Experiment and explore. Yan. Follow your curiosity, experiment with ideas, and learn from your mistakes. Therefore, the quality of your creativity will, of course, improve. Replenish your creative stock. You must learn to self-nourishing and translate hobbies, talent, and skill into wonderful potentials. Liberate your creativity. Your child's play provides the clue to your creativity, potentials, and passion. In general, creativity takes on many forms in business, art, and design, education, and science. When you express your creativity in these domains, you will have the ability to make life indeed a work of art. Okay? So now let's talk about the eye-hand coordination. Class, this part is actually really important kung paano nga ba tayo magiging creative na tao. So in most of our creative activities and endeavors, we integrate eye-hand coordination. So, of course, the eye coordination, technically, it is a coordinated control of eye movement with hand movement and processing visual input to guide teaching and grasping along the use of proprioception of hands to guide the eyes. So, that's why it's important na yung mga ginagamit ating instructional materials, hindi lang po siya pang eye, tipong pang tingin lang, para sa design, para display. Ang effective na instructional material is kapag po siya kayang i-manipulate o galawin o hawakan ng student. Okay po. So, pag kayo nag-demo na class, so mahalaga na yung IM ninyo is not for the sole purpose na andyan lang siya, display lang siya. Dapat po siya ay nagagalaw, kayang galawin, kayang i-manipulate ni student. Eye-hand coordination can be observed in diverse activities such as movement objects, handwriting, catching balls, sports, performance, music, reading, computer gaming, typing, and others. In short, it becomes part of the mechanism of performing everyday tasks. Without it, people would be unable to carry out even the simplest action in daily life. Eye-hand coordination, therefore, is the ability of the vision system to coordinate the information received through the eyes to control guide, and direct the hands in the accomplishment of the given task. It is also the complex cognitive ability as it unites visual and motor skills, allowing the hand to be guided by visual stimulations that the eye receive. Now, however, itong si eye hand coordination, nakadepende pa rin po siya kung ano ang physiological status ng isang tao. Not every one of us kasi meron tayong perfecto na pangangatawan. And of course, we will now tackle itong problems and disorders related to poor eye-hand coordination. Okay? Hand coordination can also work poorly if the person's eyes vision are not affected. If their motor control skills work properly, it is possible for someone with a perfect vision to have hand-eye coordination problem that will only manifest when they use both the visual and motor system together. Yan. So, poor hand-eye coordination can affect activities that may lead to developmental disorders, learning disorders, and in academics, mistakes when they take note, poor handwriting, poor attention, professional areas in typing, assembling objects, and problems with daily activities. So, ayan, yung nga po, yung mga taong medyo pangit magsulat, 'di ba? Yung di talaga mabasa at all. So, kahit na mali na yung paningin nila, no, meron po silang poor hand problem o poor handwriting. Hence, poor hand-eye coordination can have a variety of causes, but the following are two main conditions for the inadequate hand-eye coordination. First is vision impairment. It's the loss of vision that makes it not possible to perform daily tasks without special adaptations caused by loss of visual acuity and in which the eye does not see the object as clearly as unusual. So, we have this multiple vision sa ating gilid, no? First is yung sa bandang taas, may kinababasa myopia, hyperopia, astigmatism. In myopia, this is the nearsightedness. So, pag ikaw po sinabihan ni doktor, may myopia ka, nearsighted ka. So, what will happen is that, yung mga yung naman sa unahan mo, na mga bagay na mas malapit sa'yo, mas makikita mo. However, yung nasa bandang dulo, wala na, malabo na. In hyperopia, this is the farsightedness. Meaning, nakikita mo yung nasa pinakadulo sa unahan, malabo o di mo na napapansin yung mga sa paligid na mas malapit sa iyo. Mapapansin mo kung meron kang hyperopia pag ikaw ay nagdadrive ng motor, ng kotse. Pag yung nasa unahan, yung sa windshield mo, 'di ba? Malinaw, pero yung nasa gilid paligid ng iyong mga mata, malabo o di mo nakikita masyado yung manibela mo. Next is astigmatism. In astigmatism, ito yung case na kung saan yung vision ng kabila at vision ng iba hindi nagtutugma. Hindi sila magkapareho. The tendency is that parang merong dalawang vision, yung isa blurred, yung isa malabo. Okay pa? Next, on the bottom part, ayan, strabismus, 'di ba? Strabismus yung cross eyes na tawag natin. No? First is esotropia. Ayan, inward turning. Next is exotropia. Okay, pag po yung strabismus palabas. Next is hypotropia. Pababa si hypo, however si hypertropia naman pataas. So, paki sa ulo po yan. Esotropia, exotropia, hypertropia, and hypotropia and hypertropia. Next is for the movement disorders. May dalawa tayo dyan. We got the hyperkinetic, excessive, or involuntary movements. Ito, for example, meron tayong mga disease dyan. Sa Huntington disease. Ayan, si tremor. Yan, yung mga gumagalaw palagi yung kamay. Merong Tourette syndromes. Pamilya sa Tourette syndromes class, yung merong mga parang involuntary talaga yung kanilang gawain, minsan nanakit sila. Hyperkinetic po yun. So, hindi nila makontrol yung galaw ng katawan nila kaagad. Next is hypokinetic, slow or reduced movement. For example is Parkinson's disease. Di ba? Technically, di sila maagalaw. Di nila kayang i-move yung kamay nila, di ba? So, para silang paralyzed na. Dementia with Lewy bodies, ayan, mga ganun mga sakit. Next is now go towards the hand-eye coordination developmental stages, especially sa ating mga bata, sa ating mga estudyante. Between birth and 3 years, first start to develop vision that allows them to follow slowly moving object with their eye. Kaya, kung kayo may nakababatang kapatid, yung super bata, di ba? Pwede nyo na siyang i-check within 3 years kung kaya niya pong sundan yung kanyang laruan. So, galaw-galawin mo yung chupon niya or kamay mo sa unahan niya and make sure na sumusunod po yung kanyang mata. Pag yun po sumunod, ibig sabihin, normal po, sa ngayon, normal po ang kanyang vision. Begin to develop basic hand-eye skills such as reaching, grasping objects, feeding, and dressing. Begin to recognize concept of place and direction such as up, down, in, and of course, develop the ability to manipulate objects with fine motor skills. Next, between 3 to 5 years, continue to develop hand-eye coordination skills and preference for left or right-handedness. During this stage, dapat na-establish mo na at kilala mo na yung bata na meron ka kung siya po ay left-handed or right-handed. Kasi during this stage, mo sa dapat magsulat ng kung ano-ano o magdraw. Okay? Continue to understand and use concept of place and direction such as up, down, under, beside. Develop the ability to climb, balance, run, gallop, jump, push, and pull and take stairs one at a time. And develop eye, hand, body coordination, eye teaming, and depth perception. And of course, between 5 and 7 years, improve fine motor skills such as handling, writing school, using scissors, etc. Continue developing climbing, balancing, running, galloping, and jumping abilities. Continue to improve hand-eye coordination and handedness preference. And learn to focus vision on schoolwork for hours every day. So, of course, kailangan siyang i-monitor all throughout the class na. Especially pag meron ka ng kababatang kapatid. Integrating arts and creativity in literacy into curriculum. Physical environment. Design a physical environment to support creativity such as castle design, school building, well architecturally designed edifice, roofs and ceilings, creative murals, beautiful garden landscape, colorful blocks, benches, mat in science garden, structured music, art studio, and student lounge, amphitheater, etc. So, of course, you need to take notice din kung anong pwedeng gawin para kaaya-aya sa paningin ng mga bata itong mga learning environment na ito. For example, this one. Pansinin nyo, no? Ang dami nangyayari. So, meron tayong bulletin board for this one. Sa kabila, andyan yung attendance, andyan yung mga award. And meron tayong set ng alphabet with pictures ng animals or objects. Diba? For the student to be guided kung ano yung phonetics ng isang letter na ito. Emotional environment. Take time to create, maintain climate respect, caring and support to someone when making mistakes. Of course, pag nagkakamali ang bata, hindi pa sila pwedeng sabihin na no, mali, hindi sila pwedeng i-diretso na mali sila, no? So, maganda, creatively mo siya i-address sa bata kung paano siya nagkakamali. Thank you very much for trying. So, maybe anyone can help. Mga bagay na. Next is project-based learning. Provide student time, space, opportunity to express themselves with their ideas, emotion, and insight through arts. Design and plan any projects that are relevant, rigorous, and real-world to attain motivation, engagement, and learning. Yan. Teach creative thinking skills. To teach student about metacognition or thinking about their thinking, even to the little ones who are the process of brainstorming and reasoning. Ayan, sample this one. Ayan, so you let them do. Ibigay ka ng konting instruction, and of course, you let them work on their own para makapag-think sila outside their box. Okay? So that would be all. Thank you very much for listening on this video. Have a great day. Bye!